Hello, welcome to our first video on the Time Capsule channel. Today we will embark on an exciting journey through time, exploring rare and unforgettable images from the American Old West, featuring stunning and rarely seen images. If you enjoy this kind of content, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more amazing videos. Let's go. This fascinating photograph, taken in a saloon in Virginia City, Nevada, in March 1898, capturing a moment in time. In it, Dead-Eye Dick, likely the tough-looking man with the eye patch, stands among friends. 4 men and 2 bartenders pose for this shot, full of character and hints of the Old West times. If you have any stories or knowledge about Dead-Eye Dick, please share them in the comments below. Pictured here is Jenny Botter's brothel at Jerome, Arizona in 1898. Jenny is the woman in the black dress in the center of the balcony. This was her second building on this site, which burned in 1898. The first burned down in 1897, and the third building still stands today. When Jenny Botters died in 1905, she was reputed to be the richest woman in the Arizona Territory. In 1890, 5 Texas Rangers camped out at the legendary King Ranch, Texas. They stand side by side, weapons raised, ready for action. This image shows their vigilant, determined stance, symbolizing the law and order these men brought to the Old West. A young chief standing in front of his tents taken at Pine Ridge Agency, South Dakota, on January 17, 1891, shortly after the Wounded Knee conflict. He was a negotiator for the Sioux Nation after the Wounded Knee massacre. He played a crucial role in the efforts for dialogue and reconciliation following the tragic events at Wounded Knee. This amazing photo from around 1899 shows a Northwest Colorado hunting party. Though the folks in it are unknown, it was snapped near the Williams Fork in what was Routt County back then, later Moffat County in 1911. Northwest Colorado has long been a hotspot for hunters, including Theodore Roosevelt in 1901. Cowboys drinking at an unidentified saloon in Dallas, Texas, 1902. They're dressed in period clothes, standing at the bar with its ornate decor and a big mirror behind them. No one wearing pistols. The polished wooden bar and the lamplight create a cozy atmosphere typical of gatherings in the Old West. A wagon train of immigrants on their journey to the West. The emigrant wagon train paused in the Wyoming Territory in 1875. This is exactly what many of our ancestors did during the 19th century. They left their hometowns to travel to a new, uncharted part of the country, the Far West. It was a way to start fresh for many individuals and families. The covered wagons were the main source of transportation in the first half of the 1800s. Peddler Ferris S. Scaff selling medicine to farmers door to door in North Dakota, 1910. J.R. Watkins founded his company in Plainview, Minnesota in 1868. In 1885, Watkins moved his company to Winona, Minnesota, and expanded his business. His company became one of the largest direct sales companies in the country. Watkins is still in business 152 years later. Barroom dispute in the old days. A drunken man in a fringed leather jacket and cowboy hat holds a revolver at his waist. He was arguing with a seated fellow gambler. It's a staged photograph capturing a scene of drunken conflict during the Klondike Gold Rush in Alaska, early 1900s. Depicted is the cabin of S.J. Roberts at Cripple Creek, Colorado in 1893. One miner poses with tools while the other 2 play musical instruments. Note the illustration of a small bird on the stump, which was apparently drawn on the photo by the photographer. The gold rush at Cripple Creek had just started a year before this photo was taken, and was one of the West's most significant historical events. Main Street, Columbus, Nevada. In 1863, a group of Spanish miners discovered silver in the area. The Columbus mining camp was established 2 years later, and American miners began to mine gold and silver nearby. By the mid-1880s, mining and commercial activity had ceased in the area, and Columbus slowly became a ghost town. This photo depicts one of the earliest views of Telluride, Colorado in 1880. Located in a magnificent box canyon, the town was originally called Columbia, but was changed to Telluride in 1880 with the establishment of a post office. This would become one of the nation's top gold districts. A Native American family standing beside their teepee. A man with his 2 wives, 2 daughters, and son. They are all standing and wearing blankets, except his son. There's a dog lying in the grass beside them. This photo shows a typical Western Native American family in Montana. 1901. It captures the Cosmopolitan Saloon in Telluride, Colorado, around 1910. The room is filled with elegant decorations, a bar, a roulette table, and people in suits enjoying drinks, games, and conversation. Several ornate hanging lamps with decorative glass shades suspended from the patterned ceiling, giving the saloon a warm, elegant glow, fitting the luxurious vibe of the place. This remarkable photo of Commerce Street in San Antonio was taken in 1892. It shows a bustling street scene on Commerce Street. A wonderful look at a typical street scene before the streets got paved. People walk on uneven dirt roads, horse-drawn carriages pass by, and vendors sell goods on small tables. The storefronts and signs give it a lively, old-town vibe. The photo captures a street in Bismarck, Dakota, during the late 1800s. 2 men stand with loaded pack mules, likely traders or travelers, while others sit or stand nearby. The buildings are simple, some adobe style, with wooden carts in the background. The atmosphere feels rugged and full of frontier life. This is a fascinating glimpse of frontier life in the San Juan mountain town of Ironton, Colorado from 1886. 8 people are posed in front of a rustic log cabin with a "Beware and I Steal" sign above and "Pawnbrokers Co." on the door. They're dressed in typical late 19th century attire, the ladies in long skirts and men in hats and suits, with even a dog joining them. It has that classic Western mining town vibe. 2 hunters and their primitive log cabin, 1890, surrounded by hanging deer carcasses from their hunt. A trusty horse stands nearby. The log cabin stands proudly amidst the wilderness, its weathered exterior telling tales of countless seasons spent in pursuit of game. The image perfectly captures frontier life, when hunting was less about sport and more about making a living. This touching family photo from 1907 shows Jack and Mary Dalton, a Paiute couple, with their kids in front of their traditional cattail reed home near Stillwater, Nevada. Their clothing blends native and Western styles, offering a glimpse into how Native American families lived during this transitional period. Snapped around 1902, the Northern Saloon in booming Tonopah shows mounted riders outside, likely including legendary Wyatt Earp himself with wife Josie. As Deputy U.S. Marshal and saloon owner, Earp was still making his mark on the Wild West in Nevada's gold rush days. Perched on Otto Mears' impossible toll road in 1890s Colorado, a stagecoach and 6 horses cross a remarkable log-cribbed bridge. Built between mining towns Ouray and Silverton, it's a testament to the incredible engineering feats of America's frontier days. Pioneer wagon train braved the swollen Platte River. Captured in the mid-1800s, the dramatic scene shows settlers risking it all on the frontier trail, their covered wagons forming a determined line through the rushing waters. The Platte River is a very wide and rapid stream, but as it is much swollen, it is difficult to tell what would be its appearance when the water is low. At a Klondike brothel in the 1890s, a soiled dove leans over a pool table, wearing polka-dot stockings and a lacy camise. It's a rare glimpse into the entertainment life of Gold Rush-era saloons, where billiards mixed with other pleasures. Looking at an incredible snapshot of downtown Elgin, Texas, from what appears to be the early 1900s. The dirt streets are lined with horse-drawn carriages and wagons, while brick storefronts showcase the era's classic architecture. Power lines and wooden poles mark early electrification, and locals go about their daily business in period dress. An old Wild West Main Street, Dakota Territory 1877, comes alive with wooden storefronts, including the Delmonico Hotel and Adams Bras Grocery. Horse-drawn wagons line the muddy road, while pine-covered hills loom behind this bustling gold rush town in Dakota Territory. Henry McCarty, better known as Billy the Kid, was an American outlaw and gunfighter of the Old West who is alleged to have killed 21 men before he was shot and killed at the age of 21. He is also known for his involvement in New Mexico's Lincoln County War, during which he allegedly committed 3 murders. A historic gathering at Promontory Summit, Utah, 1869, shows a crowd of workers, officials, and engineers celebrating around 2 locomotives at Promontory Summit. Men in dark suits and hats perch on trains and stand proudly, marking America's monumental achievement of connecting East and West by rail. A powerful 6-horse team pulls a loaded wagon at Lucky Boy Mine around 1909. Mountain slopes frame the rugged scene as miners and handlers work together, showcasing the raw industrial spirit of early Western mining operations. I love this image of Texas Ranger James B. Jim Hawkins. Looking tough as nails, he poses with his signature weapons, a rifle and revolver. His intense stare and bushy mustache, combined with that weathered hat and jacket, looks like he's loaded for bear, perfectly capture the rugged spirit of frontier law enforcement. Ranger J.W. Durbin and his horse in Rio Grande City in November 1888. He stands proudly beside his majestic white horse. Ranger Durbin embodies the noble spirit of Texas law enforcement. His confident pose, complete with gun belt and spurs, tells the story of a man who'd later become a respected sheriff and author. Despite Dodge City's deadly reputation, peaceful moments like this capture the daily rhythm of frontier life. Cowboys gather their horses around a water tank, taking a welcome break under the vast Kansas sky, a stark contrast to the town's violent statistics. A group of cowboys is relaxing at dinner time. They sit around a chuck wagon on the Ox Ranch in 1886, surrounded by open plains and horses. They share camaraderie, capturing a piece of rugged frontier life just before Childress was founded. Looks like a tough but close-knit crew. Rawhide's Main Street in 1908 is bustling with life. Crowded wagons and people fill the dusty road, capturing the raw energy of a gold rush town. Buildings line the street with signs for hotels and shops, evoking a sense of frontier hustle and opportunity. In Deadwood, 1883, the Black Hills stagecoach is ready for the rugged journey to Cheyenne. Horses are hitched in front of dusty storefronts, capturing the bustling energy of frontier transport. It's like stepping into a slice of Wild West history. In Marshall, Texas, 1899, 3 elegantly dressed young ladies stroll to church, catching everyone's attention. People in the background are all looking at them. The boy far right is barefoot, and the girl far left seems to be a passenger in a carriage, adding depth to this vibrant street moment. The scene reflects a mix of curiosity and community. This is a photo of Gordon Lilly and May Lilly in 1890s. Gordon Lilly is also known as Pawnee Bill. May Lilly is standing in her Wild West outfit, displaying her medals, a great cowgirl hat, and her rifle. Gordon is sitting in his knee-high boots, Wild West jacket, great cowboy hat, and holding a double-barrel shotgun. Flashback to the 1870s, the majestic Virginia and Truckee Railroad Locomotive No. 4, fondly known as the Virginia, as it majestically crosses the historic Trestle Bridge near Gold Hill, Nevada. This powerful iron giant was the beating heart of the Comstock Lode communities, carrying dreams and fortunes across the rugged landscapes of northern Nevada. Southern Pacific Handcar on the Colorado River Bridge in Yuma, Arizona. SP built these handcars in their shops, and they can be identified by their unique spoked wheels. Spokes gave way to pressed steel wheels for durability. This image from 1880 is about the time the pump car design became the standard. The covered wagon of the Great Western Migration. 1886 in Luke Valley, Neber. The Townsend family poses with the wagon in which they live and travel daily during their pursuit of a homestead. They are on their way to Montana. James B. Hickok, then 21 years old, in 1858 posed for this tintype in Lawrence, Kansas, while serving as constable of Monticello Township in what is now Johnson County, Kansas. Honestly, you can see why Jane was so obsessed with him. Dear time travelers, if you enjoyed our content, don't forget to subscribe for more videos, leave a like to help us spread the word, and share your comments. Constructive criticism is always welcome, so we can keep improving our content.